Put it back down. What on earth are you doing? Why are they shaking? What? Why? Why are they hatching? What's happening? Why now? Why now? Why now? Yeah, oh great mother. What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben and today I'll be reacting to The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 2. Now the last episode set this season off with quite a great start, just seeing Mando go against this giant dragon and also reintroducing Boba Fett. Like, it's clear the story of this season is to now try and find a Jedi to help with the Baby Yoda thing, but of course I don't want them to separate, so I'm not looking forward to when that will happen. Hopefully they won't separate, but I'm just dreading the idea of that actually being considered by Mando. But at least the last episode kind of put that on the back pedal. That is the overall thing, but at least he got distracted. Finding a Mandalorian first seems to be the initial goal, because then that network can connect him to maybe a Jedi somehow. But of course he met a marshal who had Boba Fett's armor. Such a fun way to bring this character back, because I've got so many questions. We saw him at the end. He's coming for Mando now, by the looks of it, because Mando has the armor. Like, how on earth did he escape the Sarlacc pit? And I think that he can probably use explosions or something. But then, how on earth did he lose his armor? His father's armor. It's like, how on earth did that happen and Jawas get a hold of it? But yeah, I just know I'm very looking forward to just seeing how Mando will go about finding more Mandalorians. I think that'll just be fun in general. He's left his little coven thing because that's sort of disappeared. So now he just has to actually find one, which it looks increasingly difficult. We've seen that Moff Gideon somehow has the dark saber, which sets up a whole bunch of questions and probably puts the fate of Mandalore in quite a bad spot. So I am just hoping that we get to find out what is going on with these people. What has happened now and why are they so difficult to find after there was like a whole abundance of them? But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. If you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in. I really do love the visuals in this. Like the twin suns, the desert, and this is all like nothing's... Of course, that's probably just... Would this be CG? Because I know it's all done on a sound stage. But like, how on earth does this all work? Oh, gone faster. Now you hear something coming. What are you planning? Oh, sneaky tripwire. Or just something to knock him off that, basically. Ah, the kid! Those things really aren't built well.
Get the child!
Get the child. What? After the child? Are they actually bounty hunters or what are they? What are they? Get the child. I'm surprised that's their first instinct, not go after the helmet or the armor, anything valuable. The child they're going after. I mean, Mando will be fine. He's dealt with worse than this. See, he's completely fine. That's awesome. Oh, you're so dead.
If you put one mark on him, there's no place you will be able to hide from me.
Oh, good threat.
There's a lot of value in this wreckage. Take your pick.
Well, let me guess. Boba Fett's helmet.
But leave the child.
Would you actually give up Boba Fett's helmet?
Okay.
The jetpack? You gotta be kidding. There's no way they get rid of the jetpack like this. You just got that thing. You dare let this be just because the budget on it's too high. Okay, kid's safe-ish. Okay. Oh, he runs back to him.
You okay?
Oh. Get the jetpack back. Okay, yeah, he's gonna get it back! He can still control it. Oh, he's just playing with it. Oh, please, never leave. I love the jetpacks. It's so fancy. Even lands by itself, kind of. If it doesn't topple over. He says he had to walk all that way, didn't he? Oh, wow. Please tell me they got him close, because it was people. You were going to Mos Eisley. No one would just be out in the desert, I would hope, doing this, like somewhere in the middle of the nowhere. They've got to be near Mos Eisley. I can't imagine him walking all this way. He actually is, isn't he? How far is it? It's like a long distance. And you're still doing this? And you'd be carrying the baby, you'd be carrying everything. Well, oh dear. This guy is insane. Well, there it is. Well, you can't even tell if he's tired or not, or like just panting under the helmet. He really just looks like he's taking a casual stroll. I mean, where'd he gone? To a bar, not a ship, to just drop all the equipment?
You finally found a Mandalorian and you killed him?
I bought this armor off of him, though.
What'd that set you back?
Killed the great dragon for him.
Huh. Is that all?
Not impressed. There's no one impressed by that. I think that would be a big feat.
Dr. Mandible here says he can connect you with someone who can help you. If you cover his call this round. He said.
Did he say that?
500.
That's a high-stakes game.
Hey, he's on a hot streak.
Oh dear, I love Pelly. She's just fun.
He says the contact will rendezvous at the hangar.
Okay, so this is actually get you in contact with a Mandalorian now.
It's a Mandalorians. That's what you wanted, right?
Wait, some Mandalorians? Multiple? Good. Yay.
Bring back any of that dragon meat? Better not have any maggots on it.
He did. Can you give that to Pelly? Or just cooking it right there. Awesome.
Don't overcook it, Treadwell. I like it medium rare. Not so
You're just cooking this one giant thing now. Can you cut it up and that would make it easier and then last longer too?
Mandalorian covert is close.
Are they the ones that left Navarro?
Don't know. All I know is that the contact will lead you to them.
It's something. It's something. Go with it.
There is one small skank in the scud pie.
Which is?
The contact wants passage to the system.
So you just need to take someone there. So you're going there anyway.
Fine.
And
What more?
no hyperdrive.
You want me to travel sub-light? Deals off.
How long does that take?
These are mitigating circumstances.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what's happening? Frog lady? Is that what she just called it in the subtitles? Why can't she go in hyperspace? No, wait. The frogs. Baby Yoda.
She needs her eggs fertilized by the equinox or her line will end. If you jump
Great.
into hyperspace, they'll die.
Okay, so she can't go. Got it. Wonderful. Okay, so you got to deliver children to a planet, and just so otherwise, if you go hyperspace, they die. How does that work? How does hyperspace kill things? He wants to eat them. No.
At her 10 minutes before you walked in.
I thought you said you vouched for her on your life.
She kind of looks harmless.
I'm an excellent judge of character.
Oh, just go with it, go with it, go. She looks harmless, and plus she has, like, her offspring there, so she's not going to do anything that would endanger them. If anything, just having Baby Yoda on board endangers them more.
Traveling sub-light is a bit dicey these days.
Why? What's it sublight?
Or warlords. Someone either ends up with a nice chunk of change, or your ship.
Okay, so, okay, trying to understand it, because basically hyperspace are lanes. They're like fast lanes in space. Outside of that, I'm guessing it, like maybe, would you say like a fishing lane, maybe? So if you had boats, you had fishing lanes. Outside of those lanes are pirate waters, essentially. Is that what's happening here? So if he goes outside of the hyperspace lanes and going just in random space, it's going to take not only longer, but it's also home to people that would be outside of the registered lanes of traffic. He's looking at that. Wait, no, don't you dare. You dare. Why did she leave this unguarded? You better just looking at it with just amazement. You so want to eat it. Don't you dare. No, don't. He's looking at it so lovingly. No. Is that the lanes? Or is that your travel thing?
Dominate the rack. I've set the nav.
Is that graph? It almost looks like he's going to use the gravity of those objects to move his ship around, which would make it faster, like a slingshot. Go find him. Slurping. Put it back down.
No.
He got one.
That is not food. Don't do that again.
No, he got one. Bad Baby Yoda. Keep it up with you. Their eggs are. Keep it up with you. Oh, they both sleep in there. That's adorable. I thought it was just Baby Yoda's room. That's so cute. I didn't know where he slept. That's so cute. What's that? Alarms?
Razorcrest, M111. Come in, Razorcrest. Do you copy?
What's this? What's this? X-Wings? Not Rebellion anymore. New Republic? I mean, you should be fine, right? You're not, like, illegal.
I'm not required to run a beacon.
That was before. This sector is under New Republic jurisdiction.
Okay,
craft are
great.
required to run a beacon.
So how do you fix this now?
For letting me know, I'll get right on it.
Not a problem. Safe travel.
Okay, good. They're not gonna...
The Force be with you.
And also with you.
Oh, so they even say it. So that's just... Okay. Does that mean it's kind of lost meaning then? Because it was a saying between...
I need you to send us a ping. We're out here sweeping for Imperial holdouts.
Okay.
I'm still gonna need you to send us that ping.
I don't know what the ping is. But is the Force be with you lost a little meaning there? Because of course he has no idea what the Force is.
Doesn't seem to be working.
Why can't you send a ping?
There it is. Transmitting now.
Oh, did he just not want to wake her up?
Nothing. The hypervac is drawing off the exhaust manifold.
Can you just tell them what you're doing? I don't think it's wrong.
Can you switch over to channel 2? Copy.
They're going to talk about you behind your back. Great. What are they doing? What's happening? They're getting ready to attack. Why? New Republic, why? You're suspicious and you're just getting ready to fight?
City of New Republic Correctional Transport Boston 5.
Oh, the prison ship. That's the pink. Oh, no. Okay, yep, leg it. Just, oh, no. Where's this? Where is this? This ain't the place, is it? There's just another a planet that you're going to just choose to travel past. This looks beautiful, though, seeing all the clouds and the light. Shame. Why New Republic? Why? I mean, I get it. They're investigating the whole thing that happened at the prison.
I don't think it's gonna break apart in this atmosphere.
What? Oh, no. What's this atmosphere like? You're just dropping? Oh, no! And they've missed you. Good. Now pull up! This poor woman, pull up! Okay, alive. You're going somewhere where... Still being followed? How did you not lose him? Why does the New Republic have to get in everyone's business? He was doing nothing.
Don't make us do it.
I like how hesitant they are, though. Imperials definitely would have shot first, asked questions later. So it's nice that they're changed up a bit. Now have you lost them? Like, for real? What's happening? Yeah, you're skidding. How is it not... Is this landing? Crash landing? Can you move? What? Well, that's definitely damaged something. I love how emotive the frog thing is. It's like, that's just... Oh. No. I'm assuming the eyes are definitely like CGI, but how have they done the frog thing? Oh well, you definitely won't be found now, at least. Didn't fall far, but I'm sure that really damaged the ship. Now what? Great. Oh, it's like what happened with Zeb and Callus. Stuck on a frozen planet. She's making noise. She's still alive. She's fine. Frogs, though. Cold. Hibernation. Is that going to come into this?
I'll find your eggs, don't worry.
Where's the baby? Now, I'm not even concerned for him. I just think he's going to be eating the eggs whenever you go down there and check. How many are going to be left? A hole? Where's the eggs? Did the baby somehow move the eggs into the room and is now, like, snacking on them?
Where are you?
Oh, the kid's gone too.
Hang on, I'm looking for your eggs.
The kid's with the eggs. How many are going to be left? Please, don't say he eats them all. Oh, you can hear him. Oh, slurping. No. Stop it. No. Bad child. How many did he get?
Found them.
Stop doing that. No.
How many did you eat?
Guilty. Tell me, does she count them? I would have assumed that being like the mother, she would count them, right?
Main power drive is not responding and the hull has lost its integrity. But the temperature will drop significantly when night falls.
True, it's not even night. Oh, great. What does that mean? Oh, let me guess. They're gonna die too if you don't fix on it. Yeah, the eggs are freezing. Oh, you're cuddling up to Mando. I love how they've done the frog. It looks sad. It's a frog, but it actually looks sad. The robot? You still have that? What are you thinking seeing the robot, the droid? What are you doing? What are you thinking?
Mandalorian, this cannot wait until morning.
Translator. Genius.
I bypassed the droid's security protocols and accessed its vocabulator.
Amazing. Okay, yeah, eggs are dying, aren't they? They're getting cold.
My husband has risked his life to carve out an existence for us on the only planet that is hospitable to our species.
So they're the last eggs of your life cycle, and Baby Yoda's already, what, eaten 2? Maybe more?
I must demand that you hold true to the deal that you agreed to.
So they're not dying anytime soon. Go to sleep.
We're lucky if we get off this frozen tomb with our lives.
I thought honouring one's word was a part of the Mandalorian code.
She knows it. Haha.
I guess those are just stories for children.
That's gonna get to him. Okay, yep. Love her. You know what you gotta do. I love how you can just feel his frustration even without seeing his face. It's done so well. Now he's got to get to work. If she can mess with the droid, can she help fix the ship? Is that something? I feel like those skills would like transfer. This is a big mess. The least she can make... No, it's a frog. Can she even go outside to like clear the snow off it? It's too cold. Would she not fall asleep? Oh, this thing is done for. You're fixing this with one tiny toolbox? How long have you been asleep? Because that thing seems like must have been going for a while. Just pumping out fluid. Please, that's fluid. That looks important. It's like a greeny blue. Try and plug it. I feel like you'd need that. Now it's just going into the snow. It's going to be unusable. I love this stupid thing. It's so good. Why do you want his attention? What do you want? What's happening?
Hey, kid.
And waddles off. Yep, he wanted your attention.
When did she go?
What? She left? Why? Okay, so she can't go out in the snow. What is she doing? Why be stupid? There's an unknown place, and you just freeze to death. Why did she have to make Mando's life more difficult? Now this means he has to spend time finding her instead of fixing the ship. How far did she get? It just keeps going. That looks warm. Fine, follow that. What on earth are you doing? What's happening here? She's in hot springs? What is happening? No, don't you dare. Would you put the kid by the thing?
I know it's warm.
Okay, so how did you even know this was here? Why would you go here? Why would you think this was... There's eggs. Those are eggs behind you. How many has the kid eaten? Don't you dare.
No. No.
Thank you. Good. You ain't getting your way. Stop it. He's gonna go and eat one of those. Oh no. It's definitely an egg. This thing has a nose for him. What birthed these? There's so many. They're so eggs. They're not gonna be just rocks in a weird formation. They're so eggs. Why'd you have to go to the furthest one? Oh, it's soft. That's weird. It's a soft egg. What has a soft egg? What did you find? And you're just gonna straight up eat it? Oh, whoa, no, don't like that. It has arms. Oh, okay, just eat the thing. I don't like that. That looked like a spider. What? What? Why are they shaking? What? Why? Why are they hatching? What's happening? Why now? Why now? Why now? How long have you been doing this? Yeah, we shouldn't have eaten it. Oh dear, it awakened all of them. So many, and you're just still in the hot tub. At least get out. At least they're small, but they're probably venomous, aren't they? These are babies. Those are babies. Oh great. Where's the mother? Where's the big one? Oh, there's so many. Are they the? Tell me she gets dressed quickly. Are they the same from Rebels? They had the weird back to them. The weird. There's the mum. Oh, big ones. Yeah, oh, great mother. Yeah, go! Ah, nope. That's the same from Rebels. That's the same thing from Rebels, but in live action. Oh, great. Why does it look so much more terrifying here? Is it the same thing? Can it fit through there? It probably can't, but its children could. This is all thanks to the stupid frog lady. And your ship's still a disaster. How are you going to fix it now that you've angered all of this? And it's above. It's above. Whose fault is this? Is it the frog lady or Baby Yoda? I feel like it might be Baby Yoda because it's the... No, they're coming down from the ceiling. Ugh, webs. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Move faster. Don't look back. I'm blaming you. Oh, what? Okay, she's moving faster now. That's something. Okay, that frog lady's funny. Okay, good thing you stood up right at that moment. Could have been impaled. Explosives. Excellent. But I feel like this place could fall apart if you're not careful. Ooh. Okay. Try and get it stuck. Get it stuck. Keep moving! Ooh, is it dead? Did you get the big one? And you still have all of its children to deal with. Hate this. Are you surrounded? Flamethrower. Excellent. Use it again. How many times can you use it? That, I would assume, would be incredibly effective. Just seeing it run away. Oh no! Great. Okay, good. Brutal, nice. How are you? You can't win here. What? They're in the ship now! Hate this, hate this, hate this, hate this, hate this. Burn the entire thing. Burn the entire thing. The Razor Crest, loved it, but yeah, I'm done with it now. Burn this whole place to the ground. Ah, they're everywhere! Oh, everyone's in the cockpit, right? No, some in, so no. Oh no, they've surrounded the baby. Oh no, it's messing with its little head. Kill it, kill. Thank you. Okay, you had that all along and you're just using it now. Okay. Yep. Burn them all. Burn this ship to the ground. Because honestly, if you were to just leave it, you'd know that these things would still be on here somewhere and you'd have no way of knowing. Like you just one day find one just somewhere on this thing. Okay, I love the attention to detail with just seeing their like feet scrape the mist on the glass. You can fly.
I've got limited visibility. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
This thing can fly. Can this thing really fly? Really? Okay, get out, please. Oh no, it's alive! Why? How it looks even more terrifying with this. Oh, this thing is not flying anywhere. I'd be accepting death now. Oh, yep, you're all dead. You're all dead. Try and shoot it in the mouth, but then, like... Okay, help. What? What's happening? And they're not shooting you. That's a good thing. Is everything in here dead? Make sure everything in here is dead. Nothing better be left alive. Oh, and your place is just gonna be filled with webbing. Ah, living! Thank you. I would be so done with this place. Nope, nope, nope. This is their home now. I'd be gone. Another one alive. Kill it. Okay, that wasn't even you. Who's doing? Ship. Oh, they came to help you. Yay, go on, New Republic. I mean, good work of them. Nice to see them have very good aim, unlike stormtroopers. Now what, are they still here to arrest you? I mean, you attacked a prison ship. One person only got out, but that guy's also dead.
You have an arrest warrant for the abduction of prisoner X6911.
He's dead, if that counts.
Onboard security records show that you apprehended 3 priority culprits from the wanted register.
Yay. Okay, so...
Also show that you put your own life in harm's way to try to protect that of Lieutenant Davin.
Oh, yay! Your goodness is being rewarded.
Am I under arrest?
Technically, you should be.
Discrepancies?
But these are trying times.
Excellent. Have him as an ally, not an enemy.
Forgo the bounties on these 3 criminals. Could you help me fuse my hull so I can get off this frozen rock?
Yes, please help him.
What say you fix that transponder, and we don't vaporize that antique the next time we patrol the rim?
Yeah, just do it. So they're not going to help? They're going to go away, okay. But they at least sorted this thing out for you, and if you need someplace warm to sleep tonight, I guess you can just cut that thing open. But then I don't know how I'd feel sleeping inside of a spider. How did they find you? How did they think to look down here? Okay, please get this thing fixed and just... I don't just go. Just go and then just try and find a good oh dear, this is such a mess. Find a good exterminator. Even if everything is already dead on here. Find an exterminator. Maybe even find an exorcist. Just get everything that might be alive in here dead.
There's nothing I can do about the main hull's integrity, so we're gonna have to get cozy in the cockpit.
Oh, great. So all of you in there.
The only thing I can pressurize.
Really? That's pressurized? The thing stabbed through it. There's holes in the glass. There's snow in here. This thing's really pressurized. Well, I guess that is the only... There's small enough. So if you can pressurize that bit and fix the damage there, like we're seeing him do now, thank you. So if he can fix that, that's the minimum he can do. The rest would need far more time.
Let's see if we can get this thing going once and for all.
Please. You still got the giant thing on top of you. The spider. Is that still there? Was it not moved? It's so shaky. It's like a giant skeletal hand. I hate it. Oh, dear, no, I'm hoping you're not a bad pilot. That's just the engine being weird and just stability. There's so many issues with this thing. Oh, great. If you get attacked now, you're so done for. Oh, this thing's falling apart.
Pick me up if someone shoots at us or that door gets sucked off its rails.
Uh-huh.
Kidding. If that happened, we'd all be dead.
Yeah. She kind of deserves to be a bit fearful right now after what she did there. She is the one that caused this. And you better go to sleep too. No, Good. Smart. Hide the eggs. No eggs for you. He got another! How did he get that one? No! This thing is falling to pieces. Oh dear. Happy you saved it. Okay, no, I'm being in the void of space should kill anything. Happy with that. Okay, this episode was so much fun. Of course, big deviation, again, from, I guess, the main plot. That's something I'm finding very different from Season 1's. Premiere of Season 1 was the 3 episodes of just saving the kid. This one, we should be finding Mandalorian, but things keep getting in the way. First, Boba Fett, now Frog Lady. Well, no, the Frog Lady would have led you there. It was getting crashed. It was the New Republic that stopped you this time. But I do like that it brought back the whole prison thing, and it does sort of maybe clear his record a bit, at least. We get to see that the New Republic have acknowledged him and see him kind of as a good guy or a positive influence in the galaxy. Nice, good. I'm just trying to think of what this episode does, because it doesn't. The main plot, at least we get him on his way to wherever it is. It's something. It's a better lead than Mos Pelgo. But for the Mandalorian himself, I guess it kind of proves that he can't solve every problem. We've seen him be very resourceful in everything he's done. This is the first time he kind of failed. He needed the New Republic to come save him. He would have died here. So it shows that he can benefit from this new, world, I guess. Or a new galaxy, or the new order of it. Because other than that, there's not really any development points that he grew here. We get to see Baby Yoda just eat things and be mischievous and misbehave a lot and just eat this woman's children. The Frog Lady was a fun addition, just random and causing chaos. And it is very cool that they brought the spiders from Rebels and made it real. I mean, I hate spiders, but it's cool that they made it a live action thing. I still hate it, and I'm glad that it would be stuck in the vacuum of space. Seeing them die a lot was nice. Of course, they're not forced. No, they were responded to what Yoda did in eating the babies. So yeah, that was it. If they left it alone, they would be left alone too. That's what we learned on Lothal. But seeing it here, yeah, it's just a nightmare. Okay, so now he's gone off this world and he's back on his mission. So basically, he's back to where he started at this episode, in space, going to this place with the woman on board. That's basically it. So I think this is a lot slower than Season 1's start. That moved quite quickly. He got the child. He was getting it from the place he found it back to the guild, then sort of saving the child. That was what happened in the first 2 episodes of Season 1. This one, he's still trying to find a Mandalorian. That's the first step to this. And I think it's just taking longer, which I guess, it's interesting how they're doing it. I get that you want to stress how difficult it is for him to find Mandalorians now, because whatever's happened to them. But I feel like that could just be done with just trying to find them. Right now he's just being distracted by things. Things are getting in his way. He has a good lead, but things are just stopping him. That, I think, is what's annoying me a little bit. I still think this episode was very fun and very good at what it did, but it doesn't do a lot. That's what I think I'm trying to say. Mandalorian doesn't develop. He ends up in the same place he was at the start of this episode, just traveling to the planet after just an inconvenience got in his way. And I think the main thing it does is just highlight the New Republic and their presence. It's just that they can be annoying and that they're the ones that kind of caused this, because they're investigating the Razor Crest for its involvement in the prison thing. So following up on that, and then they were the ones that eventually came and saved the day by killing the giant spider that would have destroyed everything and killed everyone here. So yeah, the biggest takeaway is that the New Republic have acknowledged Mando, seen him as a positive influence, and decided not to arrest him. That's it. It also gives the audience a show that the new governance of this galaxy is better than the Imperials. Get to see that they're definitely asking questions first instead of shooting. Much better. And they were very hesitant to actually open fire. They were just chasing him for a while. Didn't actually see them blast anything until it was at the spiders. And in the end, they even had the ability to make their own decision on what happened. They saw that he defended the guy's life and tried to save it before the others shot him and he was killed by the knife. Until the others killed him. He also arrested those people and got them sort of locked up, and that was enough to sort of spare him. They made the decision, they made the call. It isn't just mindless drones following the Empire's orders. So that is what it mainly does. It doesn't do anything with Mando, but it does do stuff for the New Republic. It does put the Razor Crest through an absolute battering, though. See, how is the ship still flying? How much of the original ship is left? We've seen it go through so much, and it is just being it feels like it's patchwork at the minute. I'm pretty sure Peli just sort of kind of tuned it up, and now it's just in pieces. So that's great. It'll be real fun to see how this thing actually just lands on the next, wherever it goes next. I feel like it's going to fall apart. But yeah, then the Baby Yoda thing. I'm not sure if I should find that funny or kind of terrifying. it ate this woman's children, essentially, because it's a frog. There it's spawn, and it needs... Technically, they're not fertilized yet, so that's something. It's basically like a chicken egg, and we eat that all the time. But of course, she's very precious to it's very precious to her, because they're the last she's going to ever produce in her life. And Baby Yoda's just been eating them. Of course, it doesn't understand. No, it does understand. We know it has cognitive function. It understands perfectly fine. It's just choosing to do it anyway. You could see it as a mischievous little scamp, or just a little dark side deviant who enjoys ending lives for its own pleasure. I'm gonna go with mischievous scamp on this one. I just hope that this is worth it and that there are Mandalorians at the end of this journey. There's gotta be something. They said Mandalorians, so not Mandalorian, with an S on the end. So there's plural, that's good. I wanna know what's happened to Mandalore. What on earth has happened there? So would this be his coven? Because we don't really have, we know their sort of fate. They were kind of wiped out, but the armor kind of said that or the forger armor said that some might have escaped. That's something. Could this be them? Could this be others? Could this be outside of his little thing? Because I would love for him to meet outside Mandalorians that were actually from Mandalore, just to see how that interaction would go. To begin with then, I did enjoy this episode, but just seeing it as like the start, I think I am preferring how season 1's beginning was. I felt like the story was more concise and you got more, I guess, growth and continuation with the story through the first 3 episodes. Here, we're not really seeing that. We know the main plot is for Mando to find another Mandalorian, to find a Jedi. That's the goal. So far, he hasn't accomplished any of that. He hasn't even found the Mandalorian yet. First, he found a fake one and got the armor back. He's left Tatooine now, even though we saw Boba Fett there watching him, so Boba Fett seems fine with someone else going off with his armor. And now we have another sidetrack where he's been pulled off his course to go onto an ice planet and deal with the New Republic, and then get back on track. You better find the Mandalorians by episode 3, otherwise that's just taking too long to get the plot moving, especially since this is the start of the season and that nothing has happened with it yet. But yeah, other than that, I think the episode was really fun, and it builds on Mando and Yoda and their little relationship, and it's just fun to see Mando in action. I think that's what it's doing. I've got to remember, this doesn't quite feel like the start of a season, it feels just more of a continuation. There's another sort of stepping stone. If anything, it feels like what episodes 4 to 6 felt like in season 1, where it's like that stepping stone journey between the major plot points, even though this is the start of season 2. Because looking at Mando, he doesn't really go through like huge things here. He doesn't really develop on anything. We're mainly just seeing him deal with what's happening and how he deals with it and just gets over it. Like the start was good, just seeing him adapt to the situation where he got attacked and ambushed. They went for the kid and he defended them and just had fun with it. That sets the tone well. It shows that he is a guy that can just deal with whatever comes to him and whatever sort of attacks him. And then this episode kind of proves that wrong. We get to see at the start, he's fine. 3 against 1, he wins and even gets all of his stuff back. Even manages to carry it all the way back to Mos Eisley. Incredible. In this episode, he gets stuck in a situation that even he can't overcome, and he needs external help. That is the main thing this episode does. He cannot solve everything alone, and eventually, he will need something. So I do like that it does sort of humble him in that sense, but it took a lot to humble him. It needed ship fire to be able to take out this spider. He can do so much, but there are things that he cannot do. Like literally last episode, he took down a crate dragon. So this was like a good sort of step to just kind of reel in the expectations for him. Even though it didn't advance the main plot, it didn't develop him hugely, it's a good way to just let the audience realize that he isn't a god. He does need help. Then Baby Yoda, of course, absolutely adorable as ever. And it's interesting. He was eating the eggs. That's the big thing for him in this episode. Eating the eggs. I don't know whether or not I like it or not. I think it's more mischievous than anything, but you could look at it kind of badly that he's eating this woman's eggs. He knows what's happening and he just chooses to ignore it. That's the thing. He likes frogs. That's also the thing, and he just couldn't resist it. But it's very clear it's not good what he did. It shows that he does have that, like, I'm probably looking too much. Of course, I'm just going to be looking into this too much, but it's a baby. It's doing things it shouldn't. That's fine and all. But it was eating the last of this woman's children that she's ever going to have, and that's just a big thing. And it just did not care in the slightest. I think that was a good sort of light part of this episode, but also balances kind of a fine line in just having it become maybe not that funny if you really think about it. Like I think it very easily could have been used as a lesson for Baby Yoda, because he's not like Yoda in that sense. He's not like a wise, elderly, morally upright person, because of course Yoda did have faults as well. But he's a kid that doesn't really know, I guess, right and wrong at the minute. He knows to save people, he has the Force healing things, he's definitely in the light, but he doesn't have a good understanding of when not to eat something. So this could have been used to tell him, no, don't do that, that's a bad thing. But of course it is used for just laughs, I guess. which isn't that bad. And it does add a nice levity to this episode when the whole thing is designed to humble Mando. Then the Frog Woman, I think she's a great addition to this. It's just funny watching her. I think the practical, half of it has to be CGI. I'd love it for it to actually be like a puppet, or I don't even know how they would do it. It's a costume. It's got to be a costume. Eyes, obviously CGI because they're moving and blinking. Like, it was so expressive, and we know Star Wars does incredible sort of animatronics and stuff, and makeup departments, all of that. So I think it's just a fun, random addition to this. It just you're helping this, I guess, pregnant frog lady get to A to B. It's a fun little sidetrack thing. She adds a good levity to this. And you just throw in some wackiness with her jumping through the ice cave, which is just fun. Of course, it did undermine, I guess, the tension of that scene, seeing the spiders come out of stuff. But I think it balanced it well. When it showed shots of the spiders, you felt true fear seeing the designs of this thing. And then when you just see her hopping along on the screen, it brings you back into the, like, funnies. But it navigated through that quite well, where it didn't feel like the scene was too funny with her being in it. But it still felt like a good amount of tension was there. Of course, I do blame her for half the things that went wrong in this. It's the New Republic. Mando is never at fault. It was the New Republic and her that did this. New Republic grounded them here. She was the one that for some reason decided to go find a hot spring. Don't even know how she knew this was there, but she just decided to wander off, find a hot spring, get her eggs out, and just lie in there and just soak up the heat. Even though she can see that there are other eggs in here, and why it's just, I don't know why she did that. That's the thing. Why on earth would she do that? If anyone died in this situation, it would have been on her head. But yeah, she's safe now. They can get her to the planet, and hopefully she can be someone else's problem now. Then the New Republic. This episode, I think, was a better introduction to them. We've seen them before. They dealt with the prison thing. That was their biggest intro there. Here we actually get to interact with them. We get to see them and what they are like. First off, we see that they hesitate before shooting and they ask questions before shooting. It's a very good start. They're not like the Empire, who, if you were in their space, they say, you're in our space, turn back now or open fire. You don't turn back and they open fire. Here it's much more lenient and it's just better. Of course, they still have the security. They're suspicious, so they're going to sort of investigate. Fine with that. I think the biggest thing I like is that they did help out in the end. They shot and killed the spider, saving Mando, but they also ran the ping of the ship, realized who he was, looked who he was actually, looked at the security camera, and determined for themselves that he doesn't deserve to be arrested. Leave him alone. He is not a threat, he's not doing anything dangerous, and he also apprehended criminals for you. So I just like that we get to see them not be drones for the Empire or the New Republic. We get to them be individuals, and they have their own choice in how to deal with situations. It's a huge contrast to how the Empire ran things. I think that just serves as good world building for this episode, that we get to see the new direction the galaxy has gone in, that it is governed by something that is better than the Empire, at least from this small interaction. The spiders are just nightmare fuel. They are clearly the ones from Rebels, but in live action, and they are so much more horrifying. This thing's got to be bigger than, this one was bigger from Rebels. They were tall, but I feel like at least a little bit taller than Kanan. They weren't just the size of a ship. They would climb over ships, but they were not the size of the Razor Crest. So somehow they've grown in this colder environment. And I guess we kind of get to see the life cycle of them, which is just, it's incredibly detailed, but just, I hate spiders. And it's cool seeing them, I guess, but it's just, they were done so well and just how creepy they are. I love the CGI and just how they all worked and how they just piled up on top of each other to try and basically kill everyone here. The flamethrower, super satisfying, and just seeing them all get shot, loved it. Because of course you've got to remember, this isn't Bendu's planet, and you don't have Jedi here that can sort of read them and interact with them. So these things are just hostile because Baby Yoda did what he did. It's his fault for eating the thing, but of course they have no idea, so they got to defend themselves, and these things were very much intending to kill them all. And again, it's another way of Disney just showing off their CGI budget for this show, which is really good. Like again, at the start, so first with episode 1, you get the giant crate dragon. Love that. It just shows off that they don't care that this isn't in a cinema, because this would be viewed at home. They're going to show off these giant scenes like this, giant CGI dragons. They're willing to spend the money on this stuff. It's showing off. Then here, they also mess around with the jetpack. My biggest fear, I love those jetpacks. I do not want them to be gone. But of course, you've got to remember, it's going to be heavy on the budget to sort of film scenes with that thing. Having a guy fly around, that requires wires, stunt doubles. You're going to have to CGI in the jetpack and all the engines and stuff. And you're going to have to choreograph an entire aerial fight scene. It's going to be heavy on a budget. So to joke and just like say that it's going to be disappearing, that was funny. Then they just bring it back, and they also add in a giant spider thing here. It's awesome that they're using so much of the budget in the first 2 episodes to basically say Disney believes in this product, and this is only the start, essentially. The Razor Crest, I love this ship, and I hope it does. It's been through so much, and I'm surprised that it's still going. It really shows off, I guess, the ingenuity of ships even before the Empire and just how sturdy they are. Like, the ships are such an important part to these stories because they are the homes. They are portable homes for the characters. We get to get attached to Baby Yoda's little room. We get to see how the characters interact with this space. It's a huge thing. So to see it go through this is painful. And I'm just wondering, how on earth can he get it fixed? Can you keep fixing it when it goes through this kind of damage? Because Mando's had this ship for a long time now, and he just refuses to give up on it. I've got to assume that this isn't the first time it's come within an inch of its life here, because of course you had the Jawas where it was just completely inoperable after that. But that was just, I wouldn't say that's a crash thing, that was just the Jawa thing. That's a completely separate incident. Here, it's fully just been crashed and destroyed in one of Mando's missions. Not like he's coming back to seeing it just be destroyed. It's like, how often does this happen? And like, can he keep fixing it like this? I just hope that it gets a break in the next episode and we just get to see it fixed, and we just get to know maybe there's some way of making it sturdier. Maybe there's some way of just fixing it so it won't get so heavily broken again. Because I don't want a whole nother Marauder situation where that thing just got completely destroyed, because that was heartbreaking. As for what's next, I am just hopeful that we are moving on with the plot now. Technically the plot hasn't even started yet because he's still looking for the Mandalorian. 2 episodes in, he hasn't found them yet, and it's not for lack of trying, it's just things getting in the way. So the plot has just not been able to move. Like, even if he was just looking, that's still the plot moving. Here, he knows where they are, he just still hasn't gotten there yet, and something sort of threw him off that path. So I'm hoping that he just manages to get there and actually finds them, and we can get this rolling, because I'm looking forward to it. I want to see him interact with more Mandalorians. I want to know if they're from his little coven or if they're outside of it. I think it'll be cool interacting with whoever. He has history with the coven. Would they blame him for what happened on Navarro? And then on the other side of that, if they're from like Mandalore or somewhere else, what do they think of his clan and his people? Then hopefully either way, we'll get some more info on what's actually happened to Mandalore. Moff Gideon has the Darksaber. He was thought dead. The New Republic thought that he was dead. What's going on there where this guy has the thing that allows you to rule Mandalore, an entire planet, and has simply gone quiet? He's gone dark. How has he not been known? How did he get the thing? Whatever the case, it means Mandalore is kind of in a tricky spot, and I just want to know what on earth has happened, and meeting another Mandalorian would open the door wide open. Overall, this episode was really fun. It's another one of just Disney showing off their budget and just making people impressed with this show. Because of course, first season was to get you in the door, experiment, will people come to Disney Plus for this? Turns out yes, and they're just going to throw money at it now. Awesome. But then it did some good world building with the New Republic and just showing the contrast between them and the Empire. Showing that maybe Mando doesn't have to be so secretive around them and he can just work with them. Because of course he kind of grew up within the Empire. Of course, parents died in the Clone Wars, but he would have grown up and learned with the Imperial governance. He would have learned to interact with patrols that were Imperial. How does he adapt now to the New Republic? Can he work with them rather than just trying to avoid them? I do think the downgrades for this episode is that, again, it's a deviation from the main plot. Season 2, I know that this is just like this, it's equivalent to episodes 4 to 6 of season 1, but you have to remember this is the start of a season. So there would have been a huge gap between the last one, and this is what you're coming back to, where you're expecting the plot to start picking up. Would these episodes have been released weekly, or would these have been like 2 episodes, 1 week, 2 episodes the next? I'm not quite sure what it is all together. Whatever the release schedule, you're now like 2 hours in and you're still waiting for the plot to actually start. He hasn't found a Mandalorian yet. That was his mission 2 whole episodes ago. That hasn't happened. And of course, it's one thing to stress the difficulty of finding them, which can be done while also keeping the plot going. But he's gotten information twice and he should be looking for them, but things have diverted his attention from it. So this episode, he wasn't looking for them. He knows where they are. He wasn't going to them. He was just stuck. The last one, he was looking for them. Turns out it was a dead end. And which, while fun, it still doesn't keep the plot moving. So I think if anything, that's the one misstep here. But of course, first 2 episodes in, again, that could be a downside, but then if the next episode is really good and brings it all, I guess, faster, that could make up for it. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments. And with that, I will see you in the next one for Season 2, Episode 3. See ya!